What the fuck is up, Denny's? Who we got in the chat? Who we got in the chat? I picked too high of a key. Who we got in the chat today? It's fucking Friday. Music therapy lies. George the Mellow, yeah, yeah. Tommy Lee. Randall Hammer, that's a better key. Edma, me, huh? Why do I always have such a hard time with that? Edma here. Ryan Saunders too. We're all here right now. Dream Euphoria official too. Mr. Gorgon's here. Music addict too. Then there's other people. If they say hello, then we'll know who. Sinister Bunny, yeah. Who's that rabbit? Why is he so mean? Someone named TJ with 3s instead. He's living the dream. Oh yeah. I need to practice singing a lot. Purge the machine. Yurik Yames as well. Sarah Waldrup, Oyuha Kaunisto. Representing Finland in the Olympic Games. No, it's not. I don't know, maybe it is. Or maybe just in the chat today. In the chat today. Jesus. How we all doing? What is up? Sing something in Locrian? Why would anyone ever wanna do that shit? It sounds it sounds so terrible, but also kind of compelling in a way. Oh. You never know if you don't go. You'll never shine if you don't try Locrian. If you don't low, Korean. All right, how we all doing? What the fuck is up? Maui Denny's, Gongangians. That sounds like an Armenian family, the Gongangians. Like we would have a show on Bravo. Yurik James. Yurik Jaimes. People think that pronunciations are hard. But really the problem is that there's no universal vowel and consonant consistency at all. Like if it was Spanish, it would be Jurek James. Discord. Come to Butthead. Okay, here we go. All right. There it is. Yes, I would like to accept the cookies. Oh, okay. Oh, you so loud. Why? Because I haven't adjusted the volume anywhere. Let me just... Jurek James is the closest I've gotten it? Or is it Jurek James? Or Jurek James? Where are you from? that, like, what, or rather, I guess, what ethnicity is your name? That will make it easier for me to discover the pronunciation. Like, if you're Swedish, it's probably more like Jurek. Your family is Polish. I mean, is it a Polish? Yeah, Jurek. No, that's easy. But what is the... But is it James or James? Do you have two different sounds of... Daco! Thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you so much. Okay, I was just going to check the volume before I hit play on this, because it seemed loud, but I got to read the levels. Oh, your name is just James, and your last name is Uric. Okay, anyway, here's Sacrifice. Oh, wait, let me read if you wrote something. Hi, Trey, it's me, James Uric, or perhaps Uric James. I started work on this one a while ago, but it wasn't vibing. After really sitting down and rewatching a bunch of your videos, I just found out it had no theme or build. Hope you dig it and can find any glaring errors I would have missed while in my ADHD-induced fixing zone. Yeah, it can be tough to, like, with the, you know, ADHD hyperfocus, sometimes you miss the big picture. Here we go. You didn't actually say this, but I presume you fixed those things that the theme and the lack of build. Ed Mahia, thank you so much for your donation. You have been added to the list as well. Dick Ripper University. Nice vocal. David Lyon, what up? Are you the very same David Lyon that I saw last week play at the show? Oh, you redeemed Stretch. I didn't notice. Oh, all right. Andrew Jackson's here. What up? What up, you Scottish man? Scotsman. All right, the poll is going. What up, West Bragg? What's it gonna be? Song or gong? You can now vote. You got a lot of sibilance in those vocals. You gotta DS that shit. Bit of a Jun Jun riff, but also a bit better. I mean, the lyrics are kind of like power metal schlock, but the vocals sound really good. I call this beautiful voice syndrome. Dio, Russell Allen, many rock and roll greats. You have a beautiful voice. Like, sometimes people don't give a shit if your lyrics are any good. Acoustic. Howdy. And I think most of those were like, they're just nothingness lyrics. 3 solos is too many. In a 3-minute song, you're averaging 1 solo per minute. Not that the math like has anything to do with it. Like, you shouldn't do or not do something because of math. But it's a little this is a good opener riff, though. What up, Sound Healer? Like, especially if you're gonna open with a solo like that. Sacred truth keeps calling down. Storm. Like, you're really cramming and stretching shit here. Is this an ESL pass or I mean, the melodies themselves are solid, great harmonies. If a little, it's all a little bit harmonically boring. Like, so pretty easy to write decent melodies to this, but this is like what up, Ghost Bath? Like, it's incredibly cliche riffage. That's a really good pre-chorus, though. Like that does what a pre-chorus should do. Now, I will say that I think after all of that we've heard, for this to be your chorus vibe, it feels like a letdown to me. Like this really kind of, you struck us down to halftime. This feels like a final chorus vibe. David Lyon, there should be a link in the place where the text is. It's in the description. All the rules are there. If that doesn't see, there's like a Streamlabs link for it. But you can also do a SuperChat. Sometimes the link just gives an error. I don't know why. Otherwise, you can SuperChat. You've sent stuff in here before, haven't you? You are the very same David Lyon that I saw at the show last week, yeah? Like, I would personally, I want to hear you go double time. Like, to me, this is what that's what it feels like it's going to. Camelot chorus, right, double time, but it's reversed. So you like snare on 1 and 3. To me, this just it feels like a big build into nothing, into a letdown. Like, I mean, it's not bad. Like, it sounds good. Yeah, but I think for your last chorus, it should be this vibe. Or at least it should start out like that. I mean, overall, this is like a solidly put together song. Sounds like a fucking song. I think you got to fix those lyrics to be less whatever. You know, right now they're just like non-lyrics. But it's like the production is good, the parts fit. That's the other like more important than almost anything else is that like even though the guitar parts are very rote, just genre stuff, they support the melody. You know, like this is something that people miss all the fucking time. Is like they write something that maybe sounds good on its own, but fights whatever the top line is. This isn't doing that. Like, everything fits together nicely. So, but, like, overall, hitting. So, I think if you fix those, I mean, I'm... how you say... I might be a bit... This is going to seem self-serving, but I do have a lyrics course. HowSongsAreMade.com if you want to check it out. Great. All right, let me just read what you wrote here. Hi, Trey. You gave me feedback on the mix/production of this before. Here is a retry. Ed, you want that kind of feedback also? Oh, dang. Jonas used my lyrics course to write lyrics for his band. That's always a scary moment because then it's like, well, are they good? Shit. If not, I am partially responsible. Okay, here we go. Oh, the fucking compressor, bro. Eaten by the compressor. Fucking eaten by the output bus. So you never want to like really be able to hear compression. All I can hear is compression. All I hear is fucking pumping compressor. Like no compressor needs to. Oh. It's a beefy bass tone. There it is. David Lyon, thank you so much. You've been added to the list. No play. No. No. So one thing you should always be thinking about, compression is like a functional tool, right? You use it to keep things under control, but you also have to listen to what it is doing to the sound, right? Because there's a lot of things that really that it's easy to miss when you're in the moment, when you're in the cans, like really just trying to get everything to work together and fit, and you can miss it because it's easy to turn the dial up and be like, oh, now it's fitting better. But it's really doing a lot of bad things to your mix. So it sounds like mostly the drums are activating it, and I don't know if that's the drum bus compressor or if it's the output bus compressor, but either way. Jurek, thank you so much for your donation. You've been added to the list, or for Randall Hammer specifically, I guess. What was the other thing I was going to say? Somebody came in and said, hello. Dungeon Boy, hello. So if you got to listen for pumping, okay, which is when it you hear it clamp down and open a lot. Like that works for certain EDM. You hear the pumping with the kick drum because it's specifically ducking everything in favor of the kick drum. It sounds like it's mostly the drums that are getting really fucked. Really nice lead guitar tone and play. Oh my god. The low end is a little bit crazy. There's way too much low end in this in general, from what I can tell. All right, the poll is open, folks. Song or gong? What's it gonna be? Vote now. Vote, vote, vote. So usually what you can hear is that the sound will kind of suddenly disappear. For example, if it's on drums are an extremely dynamic instrument. There's so many different combinations of stacks of things that could be happening at any given moment. It's possible you could be hitting the snare, the kick, and a china at the same time, but then on a different beat, all that's playing is the hi-hat. But when you have when the sound overall is louder, when the amplitude is higher, if all of a sudden a bunch of stuff disappears, that means that the compressor is clamping down, because that's what it knows how to do. And it sounds like you were kind of doing it to try to get maybe more low end out of it or something, but there's so much. I have a tendency to create bass heavy mixes by accident. Andrew Jackson, thank you so much for your donation. You've been added to the list as well. And song is a bit of a wank fest. You get a lot of those kinds of effects, which is fun. Why is this solo worse than the other? What up, young Birdicus? Ray, hello. You've now done that effect way too many times. Like the sort of underwater to above water thing. Like that's the third or maybe fourth time that I've heard that. Like you can barely get away with one per album these days. Like forget more than once a song. And like this song is pretty wanky. I want a lot more melody than shredding. Like it's not. I super don't care. Unless your shredding is accompanied by really good songwriting, it doesn't matter. But so the other things that I noticed is that you've got this like some kind of room reverb on the lead guitar. And it makes it sound really small. It should be big and epic. I actually think that reverb on guitars should be so low in the mix. Like, delay is way more effective. Like, John Petrucci lead sound has no reverb on it. He's like, I don't like reverb. And I think his is like one of the most epic tones of all time. But it's like, it's getting this, like delay and reverb accomplish basically the same thing, more or less. And actually, in a very technical sense, reverb and delay are the same thing. Like reverb is delay because it's actually just hearing the sounds delayed, right? It's you're hearing it go from one place to the wall and then hearing it come back. It's just like a lot of them, right? It's more diffuse. So, all that said, it can be a lot easier to mix delay as well. And depending, you can have a much longer one, like... I just realized I didn't do the ceremonial. Cracking of a cold one. Am I not? It's not that cold either. I fucked up. But I did get this cool little, you can't see it, but I got a little cup holder that clips onto the edge of the desk. Yeah. Yeah, reverb can be really cluttery. That's a good way to put it. All right. David Lyon, I saw last week on this day competing in the Musician Mansion finale show. It was a total fucking hoot. I saw so many cool people. I got to hang out with Angel Vivaldi and Cole Rowland and like Jared for a little bit. Rudy, of course, but we drove down together. Who else did I see? I saw Chenna, Jimena. They rhyme. Why did I say the two of those right after? Who else did I see there? Nick Nocturnal and Paula, and like it was fucking great. I just went to the show. They did a performance that was the finale of the whole thing, and I saw David Lyon for like 4 seconds. I mean, I saw him on stage playing with the band, and it was awesome. Okay, fantastic, super fun time. I can't wait to see the show when it's done being edited. Okay, David Lyon, The Pride. That's clever. Because it's Lion with a Y, and then he called it The Pride with a Y. This guy. You've always got really good music videos. Corky Thatcher has had my song Scream stuck in his head for 4 days. Amazing. Thank you. You look like you killed someone twice your size and took their guitar and glasses. Woo! Let's fucking go. Hey, Grandpa, you lost. I bet he farts out dust. What? Nice fruits. Damn. More power metal? It's pretty good. Pretty good day for power metal. Look, I think if you're gonna plug in your guitar to do a music video, you should also take the fucking fret wrap off. I love fret wraps so much. Yeet them for music videos. Commander Replay, you're correct. Did you just call them pee-pee wieners? Hold on. Pee-pee wieners! Fuck, that's funny. Todd McKimmon! Oh, these kids are burning you fucking hard. Ubby, Todd McKimmon has donated 2 freebies. Another one. Oh. Dave putting up bricks against these pricks. This is going to become, what is it called? How I Beat Shaq? And that's How I Beat Shaq. Nice. Oh my god, you just put yourself all over my screen. A little dancing you. Oh man, fuck, that's funny. I assumed some of these were your children. Because I was like, I bet their parents maybe didn't appreciate you teaching them or making them flip you off. But if they're your children, it doesn't matter. That was, dude. Your music videos are always really good. The problem is that it's very distracting from me listening to the music. But like, it all sounded really good. Really nice. You also look like you could kill someone twice their size, your size. So I want to know what your workout routine is. Oh, see you later, Todd. Let me know if they played the God and Cross. Have fun. That would be pretty funny. This is very, like, super, like, clouds parting, major key metal. Oh, were some of these, where they were all from the comment section? That's awesome. Yeah, you've always got some pretty cool, like, little symphonic things. It's all, like, nice melodic stuff. Plug into your mom's ass! So, I always find it to be such a challenge in a major key anything. Oh, I gotta switch hats. In a major key song to, like, do anything on the one chord. Whenever I land on the one chord in a major key, I want to die. Like, I hate it. Like, it feels really cheesy to me in a lot of ways, and I didn't really get that from this. So, I think you did a pretty good job of not doing that, but it not sounding cheesy. What does that sound like? This sounds like something, and I cannot place it. One thing I would say is, like, a lot of your sort of, like, orchestral elements and stuff seem to be just doubling up lines that you've got on the guitar. And, like, it's not that it doesn't work. I guess it, it feels a little bit like you are, you've got, like, the whole orchestra and all of the different things that it can do at your fingertips. Maybe I've just been going too far down the symphonic metal rabbit hole this past week or two. Oh, okay. You're using it differently here. Maybe I just haven't. Maybe it's just a couple parts. I think a lot of it is a sort of low accompaniment in the mix. Oh, I gotta add Randall Hammer to the mix over here. Oh, don't you play. It does also feel mostly completely diatonic, which I think is a bit limiting. I feel like if you're going to make instrumental music, it takes a lot more to make it interesting. And if you're using a Dragon Force style diatonic tonality the whole time, like, I think you could benefit quite a bit from a bit more moving around between keys. Like, taking the same idea and just transposing it to a different key will get you so far. Like, you can get so much more mileage out of the same idea. It's possible that I think it all sounds like it's in the same key so far. The other thing is that you don't have to come up with as many ideas. Like, you don't have to come up with a bunch more parts, you know? You can use the same things, use the same ideas, but just fucking, like, just change them up, vary them. But, I'm being a bit nitpicky. Like, it's really good, very listenable, fun to watch music video, like... Get her done. Good production too. I have decided to declare July to be Symphonic Metal Month, and like. This week, I am going to shoot so much fucking symphonic metal content. I have so many ideas. You have no idea how many ideas I have. Whatever idea you have of the ideas that I've got, you don't. Big things coming soon. Got to pick a release date for my course. It is 69. How did you know? Ooh, Randall Hammer's submission is symphonic metal. I realized that it's a thing that I love, and it's something that I'm good at, and that not a lot of people know how to do it. So I figure that's a good area to focus on. The New Visions of Atlantis came out today. I haven't listened to it yet. Okay, Andrew says, "Hi, Trey. This is a bit more of an ambitious song I've started on. Production is a complete mess, and I have done 2 versions of the chorus, so it'd be good to hear your thoughts. Which one works better, the first or the second one? Lyrics, melody, everything is pretty much placeholders for now. Right now, the outro part is more like to be a bridge breakdown going back into a chorus, but hopefully this shocking mess gives you some idea of what I'm going for." But Scottish. Lowell Wolf coming in hot with the 35. Banger. You will be next. Jump in the line. Thank you so much. Nope, not now. ambitious, but it is working. Like, I hear what you're going for. Your drums sound like way better than most of what you send in. Is that get good? Oh. I mean, Little View, this is just like a ultra rough demo, so. Oh, this is ELE. Also very, very good. Oh! Sudden metalcore. Okay. I don't know about that what you described as a going into a breakdown. Like, I don't know if that it fits the song at all. So here's what I really like about that. So much of the accompaniment parts in the track are sitting in their own space. Let's listen back. Like,
broken toys abandoned, foolish eyes they stare.
What up, GJ? Like, and that pad, like, and the bass, like, a little bit busy but not annoying. I think you should switch to the ride right here. Chordally, very ambitious. Like, doing some fucking weird shit, but okay, so this is your first chorus, and then the other one, I liked this one better. Yeah, that to me is like, that feels much better than the other one. There are 2 freebies available, folks. 2. Yeah, this one's not great. Eat this. Inside This one feels really awkward.
Inside our
Okay.
lives. Inside our lives, the foolish kid.
Like, I think you could have an intense bridge that isn't, like, metal. Like, I don't think any of it. None of this leading up to it indicates that you will have a metal breakdown for the bridge. And I think it will be ruinous if you go in that direction. Like, I love a good contrast, but to me, it feels like betrayal, which is coincidentally the theme of the majority of metalcore songs. Betrayal! It's like, you've lived in the OC your whole life. Who betrayed you? Your fucking housekeeper? Your nanny? Really good, though. I think this is a solid start. I'm listening through the demo, by the way, folks. Like, I don't know if you heard. Did anybody hear me read the thing that he said about how this is like a extraordinarily rough, like, pre-demo demo? Okay, like, you. Obviously, it's right. That. But this is, you gotta listen through the demo. Karnach! Thank you so much for your donation of a 35 bangerino, jumping the line, except for the last guy who jumped the line, so you'll be after him. So anyway, Andrew, like, of course that needs a lot of work, but I think the concept, the idea is there. The pad that you have in there, I think you should maybe use a different sound. It sounds a little, like, kind of weirdly. It sounds a little cheesy, like kind of cheesy, like a fusion song from the 80s. But you'll keep working. Keep on working on it. Definitely worth finishing off. All right. Lowell Wolf. Which, released today. Looking for general feedback, and songwriting critique, which you won't be able to use because it's already out. Written, recorded, and mixed myself. Which is kind of funny. Lowell Wolf, Lone Wolf, did it all himself. Matt Marsilli, thank you so much for your donation. You have also been added to the list. Hang on. Have you put... Are you me and my machines? Man. Okay, here we go. Wolf. Also, the chat has... YouTube has instructed me to celebrate your 5th super on a live stream. So congratulations. Everybody give Matt a hand. Oh, you said what the name of the song is. Potion of Strength. Okay, it is not that. Never mind. Karnak needs... Okay. So it'll be Wolf, then Karnak, then Randall Hammer, then... Oh, here's Matt. Okay. Got it. Anyone I'm missing? Doesn't appear to be. All right, here we are. Wolf, Where I'm At. Ooh. Oh, yeah, he also said that the vocal was written by him but sung by somebody named Aiden Black. That's a funky 145.
Pushing back against the attack. Don't care about your negative feedback.
production on the vocals is not it.
Fire in the skies, smoke on the horizon. Don't know if it's the way the calendar falls, or just my habit of finding love with everybody I can.
Yeah, so it's a minor blues, more or less. Yeah, minor 12-bar blues.
Don't know if I'm going crazy or if that's just what I've been told.
Everything else, like,
When you got nobody
production-wise,
to
sounds pretty good.
control you,
Vocals are
and
too
you can't
loud.
control yourself. That's where I'm at
it's just like,
right now.
oh,
Oh yeah.
spicy chords.
When you got nobody to control you, and you can't control yourself. Telling me
Tasty.
about it, like I don't know about it. Oh yeah.
Flat 9 chord, or flat 2 chord, and then
no
harmonies though, like a consistent double of the vocal throughout. But no harmonies? Am I crazy? Did I miss some? It's very hard for me to listen to a blues song like structure, like chord progression, and like not kind of glaze over. But you,
well, we gotta hang out sometime.
but what you're doing with it is really interesting and good sounding, and like really good guitar sound. Drums are too fucking busy. Like pretty funky and like keeping the like holding it down, but also like going a little too ham to me. You see me dancing. Yo, y'all mind if I praise the Lord? Woo! Why is your lead guitar tone so thin?
Oh, I need a new hat. To control you, and you can't control yourself. That's where I'm at right now.
I think that's the only other vocal part I've heard throughout this. This needs a lot of harmony. What up, Gigabush?
Telling me about it, like I don't know about it. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the drums sound like guitarist program drums. I like that synth sound, but I think the part was a bit much. That's so funny that it showed me Ollie Steele just there, because this whole time I was thinking, like, this sounds like a bit like Ollie Steele. That's really fucking funny. It knows. How does it know? I got like some sort of Ollie Steele vibes from it, in a way. The first freebie has been claimed. One remains. One remains. No, we can't give it to Uric James. He sent in a song today. We're about to listen to a second Uric. Fucking hell.
Another one.
Nope. We need a noob. This was really nice. Very very enjoyable in terms of just the vibe, the feeling. Does anybody want these freebies? There are 2 of them. And we give preference to noobs, to people who have not done it yet. Especially today, but Red Rum, are you having a hard time? It seems like people are having a hard time donating with the link. You try like reloading the page. For some reason, sometimes it just, or try it in like a private window or something. I'm not really sure. So I think some of this was a bit of a mess in a lot of ways, but your Streamlabs declined you. Man, Streamlabs has one job, and that's to collect the fucking money from me. Okay, it has a bunch of other jobs too, but that specific part of it needs to just be like, yes, I will take the money. It's like my accountant trying to fuck me. Trying to skim off the top. But like, yeah, so like solid, groovy, enjoyable to listen to. Just needs a bit of work. Next time, bring it in before you release it. Bring it in before you have the final mix, and we'll chop it up then. But like, I like where you're going with it. Okay. Red Rum, I'm sorry that Streamlabs is being annoying. People who have used Streamlabs to donate, but it gave you a hard time at first, what did you do to make it work? You farted? Okay. Red Rum, that's what you're going to want to do, is fart. Fart into the computer, and then it will disperse the money. Me and My Machines, thank you so much for your donation. You've been added to the list. Okay. Tyler Shep, what up? Okay, Simon Engelin. Hold on, where's the? Okay. This project is my therapy in terms of feedback. You want song structure, solo, mixing feedback. Okay. Just from looking at the waveform, I am going to guess that you stop too much, but that's... I like to guess before it starts. Mix-wise, this just... The drums are in a cave somewhere connected to the property where you recorded, but not actually in the studio. The whole thing is very, very mushy. Oh, you like open? Okay. mean, that is almost. Deliverance. Like, Opeth doesn't own that tonality, but like that's. That feels like on your song structure list, you wrote like Opeth part. This part has some. Yeah. So you keep. So what I'm hearing so far is that this is basically through composed. What you have here, I think, a little hard to tell because the production is very lo-fi, but it feels like you just strung together 5 different parts and there's nothing comes back. I could be wrong. So in terms of the structure, you don't have a structure. Unless I'm missing something. So there's no continuity in this. Like, it's possible that there's something that returned, but it doesn't have. The parts don't have enough personality to them to, aside from the one that sounded like Opeth, for me to distinguish between them, to even know if it's. Does that make sense? Like, I didn't even know if they're different, or if we're hearing the same thing again. Also, once again, that's a little bit on the production side. So, the main thing that I want you to take away from this is that the structure that you have, is not an enjoyable journey. Real quick, Red Rum. Were you able to figure it out? Has it started working, or is it still cock blocking you? It's frustrating. But yeah, so like what you've done here is sort of still cock blocked. God damn. If you go to the stream on YouTube, you can use SuperChat. Try a different browser, maybe. Anyway, so like you have a part, you like do the part and then you just stop, and then like a little clean thing to get into the next part, and then it stops, and then so it feels like you're trying to just squish together a bunch of things that you wrote, and there's no continuity. So this, like, more than anything else, the structure of a song is gonna fucking like easily ruin something that could otherwise be good. Yes, Acoustic Super Chat takes 30%. It's fucking lame. I just realized the chat is like too transparent. Motherfucker, why does it do that? Restream will literally, like, basically every time logs me out while I'm using it. I'm like, the fuck is wrong with you? Honestly. Let's up it to 70%. I don't know if it... Okay. Do I have to... Yeah, so, like, don't just cram fucking all the ideas in that you have. Like, you want to take an idea and develop it over the course of the song, like one musical idea to maximum, and like really take it through the journey. Because otherwise, it's like introducing a bunch of different fucking characters in a movie that serve no purpose. You're just like, we met Ted, we met Jill, here's Janice, and then like why did we meet these characters? They don't fucking do anything. We never find out what happens to them. Like, so that's gonna be a big one for you. I mean, everything else also needs a lot of work, but it sounds like you're kind of starting out with the like recording and that sort of thing, and the writing. So I will suggest that you take my course, Complete Rock and Metal Songwriting, which you can find at the link in the description. Probably. I do that every time. I'm like, check out the link in the description. Is it there? We'll never know. Red Rum Ahab, thank you for your donation. You have been added to the list. What is this one? All right. Cool. All right. Randall Hammer. Am I correct in saying that there are still 2 freebies available? There are, in fact, 2 freebies available, folks. Okay? If you want a freebie, just read the freebie rules, and you might be able to claim it. Make Andrew Jackson's job really easy and read all of the rules. You know your music won't be liked by people? I mean, I don't think that that's necessarily true. I mean, you described it as therapy for yourself, and that's awesome. Like, that is number one reason to create music, like, for yourself. And, like, but what you got to realize is that other people are also people. Like, you're a person. The things that people feel from person to person aren't actually that different. So if you put yourself into something, it is pretty likely that other people will relate. But you have to get it to a point where where it accurately reflects what you want it to be. So, number one, just keep fucking doing it. Just go, go, go. Just never stop. All right, Randall Hammer. Deception. What have you said about it? First ever time trying to compose something like this. Any feedback is appreciated. Symphonic melodies by Yorick. Music and vocals by me. Okay. Fuck yeah, more symphonic metal. That timing is not really hitting. Sorry to stop it right there. One thing I talk about this in my upcoming symphonic metal course, which is going to be called Making Symphonic Metal with Free VSTs. One thing you have to consider with orchestral instruments is that the attack is almost always way slower than like metal instruments, guitar, bass, drums. Like it's almost never super immediate, and you have to take that into account when you're recording them. I physically grab the MIDI and drag it backwards in time until it hits where it's gonna. Because think of a violin bow or somebody blowing air into a horn instrument. It's always gonna be like, wah. Even if they're like, shung, you know, hitting really hard or like doing really staccato, it's very rarely right on it that the sound will actually bloom. So it's like the whole thing feels like it's falling sideways in this melody part here. Like everything feels like it's hitting late, and that could be part of it. It takes a lot of work. Yeah, you 100% have to do it by ear. Sounds a little bit like Troll Fest or Troll Fest. Troll Hammer In. Is that Troll Fest? Yeah. Oh, Alcusic redeemed posture check. Thank you. By donating 100 channel points. Fin Troll. Thank you, Matt Cortemont. Sorry, Fin Troll. Harmonically pretty boring. Dark Melody has subscribed. Thank you. Welcome. Damn, not a lot of confidence in that guitar solo to have it turned it down that far. A lot of 8K, I think, in that guitar tone. Sounds really... It's in there, but it's... Buried as this. I think you are going to very much enjoy my course, because sorry to be like pimping out my courses so much today, but like I think the real reason that I'm doing that, aside from like, you know, that's how I make a living, is because there are things that I can say about this that, you know, the basically 10 minutes of my time that you've bought now, I can't go into depth enough to tell you how to fix it. So what you've got here on the symphonic side, everything sounds good. None of it hurts. Like, none of it sucks. None of it sounds bad. It just feels like what the parts are doing, it's basically more or less a big pad with some melodies in there. But the sections of the orchestra don't really feel like they're doing the thing that, they're not doing what they could be doing, right? It kind of sounds like one big... I I mean, part of it is also that it's pretty low in the mix. Oh yeah, we get that pull going on. Just, like it kind of feels like, right, like big pads being held. Cool, like cool little melodies. Thank you, Angel. All right, what's it gonna be? Song or gong? You can drop that vote right now. So like, I mean, I'm a maximalist, all right? I go fucking ham. The orchestra for me is the shit because it's just endless options, right? Like, you can always keep it interesting, even just by like rotating through the different sections of the orchestra. They can always be doing little things to supplement all of the things that are happening. You can hand the melody off between different instruments. You can have different combinations of instruments playing the melody or whatever, little runs and stuff. Like, so what you have here all sounds good. Like you've used the orchestration to enhance what you have here. It all sounds good. It doesn't feel like it doesn't feel obtrusive, which is going to make the difference between it being like very symphonic metal, right? Like where the orchestration and stuff is a huge part of it, or if it's just kind of in there, like just like, hey, like I'm just filling it out a little bit. That's going to make the difference between how sort of busy or complex the orchestration is going to be in there. Right now, it's very simple. You've got basically pads, chords, and some melodies, and they all sound good. Like it's all hitting. I think the melodies could be louder, especially considering that they're harsh vocals. I really love melodic death metal type stuff where there's fucking harsh vocals, and then instead of, you know, like a vocal melody, you've got something else playing the melody, like in the case of In Flames, it was always like the guitar melodies, that sort of thing. And I think that's working really well. It sounds awesome. Like, I think it's also super diatonic and kind of boring in terms of just harmonically boring. It all feels like every single note is in the key of whatever this da na 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 na. C, key of C minor, and I assume that you are in some kind of C tuning. But the parts are good. Like, I like the riffs. The production's a bit mushy overall, but Iron Maiden chord progressions everywhere. Yeah. So I think you're down the right rabbit hole with that. But it's I think you could be getting a lot more out of the orchestration by using it a little more creatively, a little more, you know, there's a lot of stuff you could do with it. Even if you don't want to go that ham with it, you can use it for more than just pads and melodies. But that's pretty good. It's pretty good. You're starting with a solid foundation, so you can build on that. All right. All right, guys. If you want a freebie, now's a great time to do it because Andrew Jackson's going to bed early tonight. And like I can dole out the freebies, but it's a bit more of a pain in the tuchus. And Andrew's really good at it. So but you got to follow the fucking rules for the freebies. Okay. Potion of Strength. I've sent a few death metal songs and instrumentals in the past, but this is my first go at singing. Would like to know what you think of the production, too. All right, here we go. Damn, is it Power Metal Day or something? Do we have any mods in the Twitch chat? We got a bot. Spam bot. Improvement. Nice. Bill Jacques. Thank you so much for your donation. You've been added to the list. Little Symphony XS little keyboard thing. Really nice. Your voice sounds good too, from what I can tell. Potion seller. Sell me your strongest potion. What am I doing? Trying to make the chat background opaque enough so that we can actually see it. So one thing that's happening that I noticed is that you are, for a lot of this, you're more or less going back and forth between two chords, like the 1 minor and the 5 dominant 7, which is like, Booteb has subscribed with Prime. Thank you so much for subscribing. How do I block this? Person, this spam bot. Ah, there it is. Great. Okay. So, yeah, so that's a little whatever. Daco dropping the The Bits, thank you for your 25 bits. Guys, there are 2 freebies available. 2 of them. Woo! Woo! Dick Ripper's Delight. Bitcoin. I wish it was a fucking Bitcoin. 25 Bitcoins donation? You'd never hear from me again. What is 25 Bitcoins worth? Like, what's 25 times 70,000? What is 25 times 70,000? $1.75 million. Drop Audio joining the as a member once again. 14 months as a Riff Salad chef. Thank you so much. Drop. So this is very sick. I don't know what a Bitcoin is actually worth now. I think it's like between 60 and 70 grand. Anyway. If I had 2 million in the bank, I'd still be here. That's a lot, but it's not like buy a fucking private island and fuck society kind of money. If I get rich, I'll probably, if I got like properly fucking rich, I don't know that I'd do anything different. Like, I'm already doing what I want to do. I'd be doing the same thing in a bigger house. Anyway, if somebody wants to donate any number of Bitcoins to me, I would really appreciate it. Poor Daco's like, I sent 25 bits. I sent you money. Why are you saying it's not enough? Well, it should be real Bitcoins. Anyway, I appreciate any and all donations. It's ridiculous that anyone gives me any fucking money at all to do this. Bits is on Twitch. It's like a way that you can donate that's like more fun. All right. So this was really good. I think like for your first outing singing, like you're doing a great job. Big time Symphony X vibes. You'll get me with that. Nice power metal. Oh, only 56,000 for a Bitcoin? Never mind. I don't want it. And like, I can't stop thinking of the fucking potion seller meme for this. You should use a clip from that. Potion seller. Sell me your strongest potion. Some memes are just too fucking pure. That is one of them. Like, it's so fucking stupid and funny. Oh. It's so stupid and so silly. I'm literally tearing up. Like, that's what the internet should be. That's what all of the internet should be. Fuck every other part of it. Ban me from the internet. I want to hear those vocals a little higher in the mix. Yeah, I think you've established this sort of classical-esque harmony by going back and forth between the 1 minor and the 5 dominant, which is sort of more interesting than a lot of shit that gets sent in here. A lot more interesting than Iron Maiden 3 chords back and forth. And you do more than that in the song. But there's a lot of parts that are just that, going back and forth. And you're doing cool things melodically with it. But you've also sort of boxed yourself in a little bit. And it sounds like you've got the skills to go beyond that. Like your chorus goes beyond that, of course. That's nice. Yeah. I mean, aside from that, I can't really find much fault with this. Like, yeah, the mix needs a bit of work, but I can hear everything. Sounds pretty good. Absolute ripping fucking dick ripper of a solo. Yeah, I mean, you should figure out a better recording situation for your vocals because, like, you're really good at it. Gigabush coming in hot. Thank you for your donation. You've been added to the list. I think, yeah, like, you're good at it, and you yeah. You shouldn't have to record in your car. I mean, for what you have described as your first outing, like, this is the first time you've recorded yourself singing, or the first time you've tried singing? Like, you did it in your car so that your wife wouldn't hear you? Like, is it because you're going to use it to surprise her with your awesome singing? Or because she'd be annoyed? Because, like, that's not very supportive. Long story short. Okay. That was really good. Keep it up. All right. Perpetrator. Me and my machines. There are two freebies available, guys. There are 2 freebies available. Do you know what a freebie is? That means somebody else has paid so that you can send in a song for free if it follows the rules. Okay, here we go. Oh, sorry, let me read what he wrote, because I always forget. Trey, here's another song I did recently, looking for feedback as I'm working on improving. I mean, you're just describing what this stream is. With this one, I wanted to add more space that wasn't guitars. Okay. Oh. Ooh. It's a bit disjointed right now. Weird low end in your mix. And the drum. It almost sounds like you forgot You like muted the kick drum before you exported. All right, the poll is up, folks. You can vote, song or gone. What's it gonna be? Oh, I need a new hat. Yeah, disjointed is the word that I would use to describe most of this. Sudden bass drop. Agreed, Sever. The vocal is monotonous. Right? Most of this has a monotony to it, even while it's disjointed. You wish you had a singer besides yourself. Well, sure, but that's not, like, it's not about whether or not you're good at singing. It's the composition-wise. Like, you can treat it, I mean, you can't actually treat vocals exactly like any other instrument for a vast number of reasons. But you can still sort of think of it as like you still have to write it in a way that's interesting. You can kind of think of it as just another instrument. Like if you had another singer but they couldn't write, the effect would essentially be the same, right? Like if this is what you're writing for someone else to sing, like their voice will sound different, but the part will be the same. So syncopation is your friend, all right? Get friendly with the offbeats. Okay, so here you've got like dun 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 dun. Okay, I'm gonna just read your lyrics and improvise a new rhythm for it. Oh, where's the one? Why does your kind? Why does your kind always try to kill me, turn on me? Jab first and ask later, making me the perpetrator, taking advantage of an honest man. Your presence is my false pretense. Mistake couldn't get worse. I didn't take your fucking purse. What are these lyrics? Okay, obviously that was garbage. That's not good. It sounded like somebody imitating rap in the 90s. But like, I was fucking around with the beep, boop, beep, boop, with those 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a jab first and ask later, making me the perpetrator, but screamed, you know. So syncopation will stop this from being dun 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 dun. Doesn't have to have that much. I was going ham. And the worst part is that even a lot of these lyrics are really fucking dumb. Like, I didn't take your fucking purse. Like, what? But there's rhythm within the words. I talk about this in my lyrics course. You want to take this from me. 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 You want to take this. You want to take it. You want to take it from me. Willing to kill and rape it from me. You rhymed me with me. That was a personal experience. Well, for sure. But you like. I mean, I would hope that all of this is a personal experience like that you're writing about. It's best when you write about something. This is my purse. I don't know you. Anyway, but you can do like whatever you've got, you can make it rhythmically way more interesting. Look for those kinds of rhythms within the lyrics that you have. This day couldn't get any worse. I didn't take your fucking purse. And even just a little bit of syncopation will transform the whole thing. Like, you don't have to use as much as I was, like, it could easily turn into, like, a shitty parody of hip-hop like you heard when I was doing that. But the thing is, your track is also very like kind of robotic and super on the beat on all the numbers, okay? But if the vocals on top of it have a lot of bounce to it, it will completely transform the feeling of it. Dang it, Bobby. I don't know why you need to steal somebody's purse. I'm out here selling propane and propane accessories. Okay. Dead und buried. High horse. Hi, horse. Let's see if he wrote anything. What's happening? What's going on? Veer Music has followed on Twitch. Thank you. All right, here we go. 2 freebies available, folks. Who wants them? There are 2 freebies.
I'm not here to make you happy.
Okay.
I'm not here
Thank
to
you,
brighten
Andrew.
your dismal day.
Get some nice
and I am
sleepies.
certainly not here to elicit an amused response. I am here to end your miserable fucking life.
Okay.
You put me in the news. Now I'm swinging cold and bleed.
Everybody say bye to Andrew.
Lying here with a cold blue face. I've accepted my fate. Close to the arms of your cold embrace. Your misery. I want you to feel what I feel. Over and over and over and over again. You turn me into something that I fucking hate.
Okay, do you feel that syncopation? So, like, this makes what is, to me, transforms an otherwise pretty run-of-the-mill deathcore type of a song with funkier drums, though. but like it hits. Really dumb lyrics, mostly. Like basic revenge. He was betrayed by a suicide girl, an alt model of some kind. I mean, it's fucking hard. It hits pretty good. Like it's mean. That's a good. I'll knock you off your high horse, bitch. Is that what he said? Yeah. Is that the only time you say that in the song? I think you should have made that the hook throughout the whole song. I'll knock you off of your high horse, bitch. Like that's. I think this could have been way hookier. You have the capability of writing some memorable shit, but you kind of just didn't throughout a lot of this. But this had like the angry, like channeling your fucking anger at someone into a song type of feeling. All right, and the vote is open, folks. What's it gonna be? Song or gong?
I'm not here to make you happy and amuse your miserable fucking life.
It's like it's a bit straightforward. The guitar tone is pissed and clean and good sounding. I mean, they're kind of non-riffs. Somebody was like, sick riffs. I don't really hear like a riff. It's just like kind of whatever chugging. Like, which like, it's groovy. It's groovy rhythmically. But it's just like, first four frets nonsense. Deathcore, nothing else. This hits. I like this. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, I think your lyrics need work because you can say this same shit, but have it mean more of what you're saying and like hit harder. Does that make sense? Like, don't just say that, like, I hope I make you sick. Like, actually make the person sick. You know what I mean? Like, so tired of the fucking games. Like, what game is it that you're playing? Like, why are you tired of it? You know what I mean? This is all just like, yeah, show, don't tell, exactly. All you're doing is telling. And you've got a lot of, like, cliches in here, like, can't even lie in the bed you've made, like... And then, I'll knock you off your high horse, bitch. Like, that is, for sure, the best line of this song. Obviously, you named the song High Horse because of that. But like, I don't think that anything else in the song talked about this. I say her. I don't know. You say bitch, like that doesn't necessarily make it a her. Like none of the rest of this makes me think that this other person is on a high horse. Like I didn't feel like the other person in this was like lording it over you, like, or like had this sense of superiority. So that was a little bit of a Deus Ex Machina, considering that it's the name of the fucking song. Production's killer, vocals sound great, guitar tone is great, performances are all pretty good. I think the guitar part is super whatever, like fits the song. It accompanies the part, everything pretty well, and rhythmically it's fun, but like it just felt like deathcore nonsense riffs to me. Like they just feel like placeholders all the time, those kinds of riffs. I don't even know how you fucking remember one song from the next one. Xziluber 13. Thank you for your donation. You have been added to the list. I am going to go to the bathroom real quick. I will be right back, and then we're going to hear Get Down Charlie Brown, The Fallen, and that's George DeMello. And George DeMello. Okay. I'm just gonna I'm gonna grab some coffee, and then I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Let's see what's a good one for today.
Wasting all your time, always last in line, never caring for the answer. What's going wrong? the ground beneath your feet. No us and them, only you and me. This is the age of legends. We live in the place where the edges meet. We shape the ground beneath your feet. There's no us and them, only you and me. Stand up, this is your time. We are the age of legends. Wasting all your time, always last in line, never caring for the answer. What's going wrong? Am I alive? How long have you been hanging by a lifeline, waiting for the perfect time to just let go? How long have you been straddling the fault line, waiting for the perfect time to just let go? We live in the place where the edges meet. We shape the ground beneath your feet. No us and them, only you and me.
This is the page of leggings. I don't know what that was. All right. We back. Guess who's back? Back again. I mean, it's obviously me. All right. Get down, Charlie Brown. Whomst. All right, what's he said? There's a song I've been working on for a little while now. I've been learning home recording, kind of on the fly doing it, and I am pretty happy with how this one has come out so far. It will eventually have lyrics, but for now this is its current state. Influences come from a wide range of bands like Kitty and System of a Down to the Acacia Strain, Kublai Khan, and even some bluesy feeling stuff. Would love to hear what you think of the overall style and sound and the song as a whole. I'm super self-critical, so not much you can say will disappoint me. I'm always trying to get better. Understanding the use of space in a mix is my biggest struggle at the moment. Enjoy, Phil. All right. Get down, Charlie Brown. Why do the edges meet? It's true. Haven't really explored the other questions about the edges meeting. Where, why, who, how, when. Very harsh high end in this. Like, guitars and cymbals. That is a rough listen. Where the edges meet. Yeah. What up, John McIntyre? Man. This is my iced coffee mug. And neither this nor my water bottle fit in my new cup holder. Drum part really pretty boring also. Race cars and loud music with no hearing protection for 25 years? Jesus. Bro, get some earplugs. So, a couple little things with programming drums. One thing you can do to keep this more interesting is have like in between cymbal hits, like real drummers, if they're doing this, not 100% of the time, but probably will do like those little in between super low velocity hits on the crash will really keep it moving. Little ghost notes or like things like that, things of this nature. Little off time open hi-hats or something type hits. It doesn't have to get too complicated. Just like something to really to subdivide that caveman thing. Like it can be caveman. Caveman is tough to do with programmed drums, I think. I don't know. It's all just like a little bit it's bland. Like not just the drums, like the whole part. It's all right. It sounds like something, but it's very manic. A little bit of melody now. Same kind of thing as that other song though, like a lot of one minor to 5 major dominant 7 type sound. It's a long. This is the first song you ever programmed drums for. Okay. That's really good to know. I mean, you got to keep in mind, like, it is not garbage. Like, it's, you know, it just sounds like that. It sounds like your first, first programmed outing. Yeah, you know, it's a little bit. The whole thing is one-dimensional. So all of the things that I was describing earlier are just more or less ways of adding a little bit more subdivision into longer, slower things like that, like the sort of, you know, lots of space in between the beats. To keep it moving, you can just add something that subdivides it a little bit more. You don't necessarily want that. Like, you don't have to fill every fucking beat with something. Like... You've got like you have a consistency of idea in this, which is good. You don't want to like have a complete fucking out of left field change, but there needs to be a lot more variation in this for it to be interesting enough. For me to want to listen to it some more. dun 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 dun. Kind of like same. Like very repetitive throughout. You know what you might want to do? So I did a video called shit. I actually don't remember what it was called. It was the one where I turned the winner of the riff contest, the heaviest riff in the universe contest, into a full song. And in that, I have a lot of ideas that you can use to turn riffs like this, like to get more out of them, without writing something completely different, right? Like how to vary these sorts of sounds, or these sorts of rhythms and stuff to get more, more mileage out of them. Because it's just a bit boring. Like it's, it just feels a little bit like Baby's first hardcore song. So once you get some vocals on there, like you said, it'll definitely perk up. Like there'll be, part of it is just the lack of top line that makes it feel a bit boring. That will definitely create a lot more interest in the track overall, but like, I think of rhythm and, well, to a certain extent also harmony, notes and stuff like as like relativity, right? Like, the different elements, we're always thinking of them as being relative to a few different sort of absolutes, right? Like the placement in the bar, within the bar, the placement of rhythms against other instruments, right? Like space, right? Busyness, density versus sparseness, scarcity. I'm not sure, right? Like, and like how the different rhythms interact with each other. And one of the big ones especially in this like style of music where it's like chuggy rhythms and screamed vocals on top, the way that those interact with each other, especially because the like chuggy rhythms, especially, I mean, in this, almost 100% of the time from what I can tell, the bass, the guitar chugs, and the kick drum are all doing the exact same thing. And then the hands are more or less just keeping time. Then your two primary things that are interacting with each other rhythmically are the chug, kick, bass rhythms and the vocals against each other. So like if you can get those locked in a way that's interesting and sounds cool, or like does whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, then all of the other stuff is more or less decoration in a way that's cool. Yeah. So, but you've like, you know, if, like you said, you're new to this, there are a lot of ways to learn more about that. Like, I mean, I feel like I'm just like shilling my own fucking course a lot today, but like, you know, there's a lot of stuff on my channel that will cover a lot of that. Like, I've got a bunch of videos about programming drums. I've got, you know, or you even using like stock grooves and modifying them and stuff like that. What's cool, I don't know what you're using for drums, but like if you get a bunch of tune track MIDI packs, you can like play a fucking groove into the tap to find, and you can steal something that's close to this, that's like just feels more like a real drummer, And then you can just modify the kick drum patterns to fit. But the hands will be like much cooler. And then just like drop in some fills and stuff. Like, I mean, like being able to program drums from scratch is also an incredibly useful skill. Henning has a, does he have a whole ass course about programming drums? I think he does. Henning Pauly, HP42. I'm trying to remember if it's part of his songwriting course or if he just has I think he has an entire drum programming course that would be worth looking into. Because like, if you're not gonna be using a real drummer, you got to get good at programming. But like, I've kind of become the master of using all the different ways of inputting drums for composing them, right? Like, I'll play them, I'll click them in with the mouse, I'll bring in stock grooves and modify them, all in the same song. Like, whatever it takes to get it to sound cool. Anyway, but you're off to a good start. All right. Yeah, and watch the high end on that mix. If your hearing has been fucking destroyed by all of that stuff that you're talking about, then probably what you're going to need to do is invest in some kind of analysis software. I don't really know specifically what's good for that, but like, what you have to do, because your ears will only take you so far no matter how good they are, okay? I've always protected my hearing. I still retain, from what I can tell, the majority of the high end in my hearing and all of that, because I'm just very careful about it. I always wear earplugs to shows and all of that. But your listening environment, the room you're in, like, this isn't a very good acoustic environment in here. Like, I have treatment on the walls, and it helps a lot. If you were in here before I did that, you'd be like, Jesus. But like, you know, if it's a less than ideal environment or you're on headphones or whatever, like, you still have to like check the instruments, right? Like you're a pilot, you know? You might feel like the plane is level, but that's why they have the artificial horizon. Like, there are tools like that can analyze how much high end there actually is in the mix. And then you can know like what too much is, even though you can't hear it. So, yeah. So just like look into those kinds of tools, I think. Cool, dude. Keep on keeping on. It's just fun, right? Isn't making music just fucking fun? This might be the second hit of caffeine talking, but I have like gotten a renewed sense of excitement about making music over the last couple weeks, especially working on these symphonic metal things. I like changed up there's something that is very exciting to me about changing up my setup, even a little bit. You know, I don't know if you saw in my stories or whatever that I painted the rest of the room, and I can't fucking tell you how much of a difference it makes in just the way that the environment feels. And then in the garage, I like created a whole other setup. Then I'm going to shoot a bunch of videos with this other look, with like the studio, like the studio desk is now the backdrop. And I've been like fucking around with the lighting and like where I put the camera and all of this. And it seems really stupid, but it's invigorating. Anyway, so I'm just excited to make more music. Okay. The Fallen. This is Gigabush.
Here is the newest track to our superhero saga, Queen, Aethera, and the Knights of Ohu. Would love any feedback. This will be both with and without vocals to fit the animated trailers. So please let me know if this needs any spice or fixings. Thanks, Trey. Always appreciated.
Volume. Thanks, Goblinicus. Word of mouth. Sims. Fuck, I love synthesizers. So this will be both with and without vocals, but this is the version without. Really nice production. So you haven't written the vocals yet, or you just haven't recorded them, or what? Yeah, I mean, it should be really easy to write good vocals on top of this. Like, this is a good bed for it. Top line the shit out of this. I feel like you've got kind of a lot of stopping. And it is a bit hanging out on the lows strings. The low open string. Huh. Yeah, there's kind of a lot of, like, starting and stopping too much, like, to me. How much backup dancers are? Fucking tasty solo. So, this to me sounds like drop tuning. I never understood why people who play in drop tuning hang out on the open string so much. Like, it feels like you can do so much more since you got one finger power chords to work off of. Like, I generally don't use drop tunings because I don't like what I wind up writing when I use them. There's nothing objectively about a drop tuning that means you have to write a certain way. But it's just something that winds up happening when I do it. But, like, you have the opportunity to do so much more with it. I don't know. Maybe you're not using a drop tuning, but like, to me, I like having all the different open strings, just because it's like, you have more variety of something to pick off of, I guess. Like, to me, it feels a lot more flexible. To me, open tunings feel like you're a little bit anchored to one key, a little bit more so. Even though, like, you don't have to be. But this was sick. Like, that's a bit of a criticism. Always hard with the start-stops when writing with the animated videos. So you're going to have to remind me what you're doing with these. Like, you're writing along to a thing, or it's more like the story. Really groovy. Okay, so it's all. This is almost a. This is kind of like a fake polymeter, because it's a 6-note phrase over 4/4, but then it does add the notes to make it fit. Okay, you have a video comic animated series that the songs narrate. Okay, yeah, I mean that's hard because it's if you're letting something else dictate how the song, like the structure of the song, without that thing as reference, it can make it hard to figure out what you're going for. But I'm sure it'll all come together. But so look. Yeah, so it's 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2. What's that? No. 6 12. Anyway, you made it come back around. Mordecai, what up? Where you been? Yeah, so I like that a lot. Like, people talk about, people who listen to and create gent and etc. love to talk about polyrhythms, polymeters. I find that a lot of the time they're not actually that. This is not that, but it gives the illusion of that because it feels like it's going to be, but then it just like wraps it up to get it back for the next repetition. And I think the polymeters are like, can be fucking cool. They can also be really self-indulgent and being like, look at me, I am doing music stuff. And I'm like, bleh. So sometimes I prefer this sort of thing. Because it's like a little bit of a... It just adds more interest without it being like... Cool little synth things that aren't obtrusive. Remember I was talking about subdivisions? I think the synth is going... It feels like the toms are doing... Right? Even though the drums are like a very, the backbeat is pretty simple. And you do actually have real fucking chords in here filling it out. So I think that'll be really sick when it's done. I think the stuff that you send in usually is. Without hearing the top line on it and seeing the visual that you're working off of, it's a little hard to tell, but everything sounds great. This is currently the last one on the list, and there are 2 freebies available. So if you wanted to send something in, that means that you can and not have to spend money on it. You guys know that that's what a freebie is, right? That's how that works. Like, if you're new here and you've been sitting here thinking like, I want to send something in, but I don't want to spend any money. You could be eligible for a freebie if your song fits the freebie rules. I will now it's possible also that somebody tried to get one And they didn't.
I don't want free stuff. I want to pay for it.
I mean, by all means. If you're in here right now, you're probably one of the hardcores. And the bonus that you receive for that is for me to tell you that we have actually picked an album release date for the In Virtue album. And it is this year. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's picked. It's like possibly subject to change, but just know that it is actually really happening. What's the Time 2 release date? They also dropped one. August 30th. Well, we won't get it out before Time 2. We did finish it before Time 2, though. Okay, George DeMello. Sorry, I'm going to stop talking about myself. Who has saith... let's see, what should I... I'll do a nice Irish one. No, Irish. There it is. Hi, Trey. This is a song idea I've played with for a few months. When I decided to have fun with it, the chorus came together. I thought about the melody as I wrote the lyrics, then added a simple riff. The mix and production need work as well as my vocals. Coincidence and Fate, Remix Dos. It'll be better than Time 2. Don't expect that. Oh, the bass. Oh my.
I can play by the rules, but I don't think I want to. It's written in my eyes, just what I want to do. What do you want to do?
Bass is way too loud. You've also got a lot of pumping in the compressor. My last album was better than Time 1? Jesus. You are crazy. But thank
you. Just someone to hate. You cross the line when you show your unvirtue. It's only pain.
Unvirtue is a word used in this song.
Standing on the rocks, I will be the light that brings you home.
So, this is a bit of a rough listen in its current state. But, here's one thing that I want everybody in here to notice. Ba-da-da-da-da! Fucking melodic hook that I remembered after just halfway through this, okay? Like a phrase, melodic and rhythmic phrase. Even with this like very rough vocal performance, the mix is rough. A lot of rough. I'm going to use the word rough to describe a lot of that. That shines through all of that shit. Okay? You got to be looking for these kinds of things and then just fucking yeet everything else and right around that.
Shadows in the waves, glistening under a
like, yeah, you need to work on your singing a lot. timing also.
Someone take.
But like,
You cross the line when you show your
you're also really hammering on it. You want little variations on it and stuff. But
You let it hurt you. If you let it hurt you.
did you record the vocals with a click?
Just for a while, let the veil between the two show the truth. Do you really want to die on your right? I can feel my mind.
I mean, you recorded everything else with a click, right? Everything else sounds like it's untimed. Like,
Like a
Dave Crichton, what up? Like, you still gotta. One thing that I do when stuff's coming out sounding a bit like that, I spend some time working with what the click is, like what kind of metronome you're utilizing. Because in most DAWs, you can really customize it. You can have like accented clicks and more subdivisions. Like here, so right, this is like the tempo, right? So you can have a click that's just click, 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 click. Or you can have one that goes like click, 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 click. Or you can have one that goes click, 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 or click, 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 or tick it, 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 tick it. So that you can really feel where you are in the measure and really stay in time. And like getting the balance right between what you're hearing of yourself and what you're hearing of the track and of the click is going to make a huge difference. I mean, you know, it sounds like you're like you haven't sung a lot before, but that's okay. Like you wrote something that I will never forget. Okay, da-na-na-na-na. I mean, it's there are other things that like you like. Every time you go away, like a little bit like that, but and you've hammered it enough that it's working, you know, like maybe a little too much, but also like I'm trying to think of any other phrases that from songs today that I think are as memorable, and I'm struggling. No, there's a lot of repetition that helps, but like I mean,
just someone to hate. You
say you're new to vocals? The best time to start is right now. So keep doing it. Like it takes a long time to get good, dude. It took me so fucking long to get even listening. I don't know what you're doing in this ending here. Okay, so very simple song, super straightforward. I don't think you have enough delineation between the different parts. Like your chorus and verse musically don't sound different enough. What are you using for your guitar tone, bro? Like, it sounds really woolly and dark. It's like the opposite of the last one that was like incredibly shrill, high end, like really way too fucking bright. This one sounds like you rolled off all the fucking high end.
Just someone to hate. You cross the line when you show your deep virtue. It's only pain now. You let it hurt you.
Virtue and virtue. That's a, I feel like that's a rhyme that I should have considered since I'm in a band called In Virtue. But in virtual reality.
Do you really want to die? Alright.
I think you have potential to be a good singer. Like, no, you're not yet, but like, I can, I can hear that first of all, the fact that you're even willing to fucking try, dude, I can't tell you how many people, especially during the contest, would send in a song with no top line, completely disregarding the rules, and then be like, oh, well, I can't sing. Like, okay, does that mean you can't write? You gotta start, you gotta try. Scott, what up? Yeah, and so basically the main problem with this song is that it feels like basically one part. There's a lot of stuff you got to do to make it feel like we have hit a chorus. Right now it just feels like verse. So yeah. Crescendo, what up? Hello. Yeah, you can. I would put it this way. Most of the things that people consider to be like important as a singer, like stuff that people will notice, has a lot to do with just like singing on pitch, and then like singing with a certain kind of feeling that works for them. The pitch thing, as long as you're not fucking tone deaf, you can absolutely work on a lot. Like, you can go from what you've got here to really, really nailing it with support and nothing else. Like, if you build up the musculature, it takes a long time and a lot of just singing a lot, but like building up these muscles and having a ton of support to hit the notes and hold them is going to make a fucking world of difference. And singing just more or less on pitch is more than half the game. Now, like, the reason that auto-tune doesn't actually turn people into good singers is because pitch is not everything as a singer. Like, it's really not. But the reason that auto-tune the news works is because because it's very important. So just keep working at it. Like, dude, if you heard me sing before I took fucking 5 years of lessons and practiced a lot, you'd be like, what? Who the fuck is this? Yeah, dude, Dave, like, pitch control is one of my biggest problems. Like, I had to sing this past week and I haven't like really been practicing very much. And I was just like, holy shit, my pitch is fucking bad. But after a few days of like singing a good amount, it got a lot better. Just because the muscles were weak. A lot of that you can do exercises like power hisses, just like fill up your, push out your diaphragm, and then do like and like really pop the hisses, like not just but like put a fucking H at the beginning and just do like until you run out of air, and you're gonna be like, oh my God, and just do that like for like 2 minutes a day. That'll help so much. You smoked for 30 plus years. I mean, I think that will make it harder, but I don't think it will. I don't think that's insurmountable at all. Like, I mean, there's a lot of really great singers who smoke. Fucking Adele smokes. Russell Allen used to smoke. I don't know if he still does. But one of the primary things is this. Part of the reason that you want to be able to sing really well and hit pitches is so that you can get across the melodies that you've written, okay? Right? Like, you've written some cool melodies in here. I'm only catching like half of them because a lot of it's like, unclear. You can really improve the tone of your voice. Like, the general timbre of it, like, maybe is something that's, a lot of it is sort of predestined with your physiology. Okay, like, my voice is so fucking nasal and cutting in the mid-range, and there's not a whole lot I can do about that. Like, if I can really smooth it out if I really fucking try a lot. Okay? Like, a lot of this smoothness, if I engage my normal voice, it's buzzy, which is cool in a lot of ways for singing because I'm going to cut through the fucking mix. And it's easy for me to get a nice grit out of my voice. I'm a little bit of a one-trick pony, but I'm okay with that. I think I talked about this recently on here, but like, dude, most singers, even fucking really, really, really great singers don't like the sound of their own voice. I am an whatever okay singer, and I really like my voice. And it's partly because, like, I don't think of myself as a singer, and I don't really have much ego around it. So if I can sing, like, pretty good, I'm over the fucking moon. Like, I never had ambitions to be a singer. I decided to do it because I didn't like how other people sang the things that I wrote. Crescendo says I write compelling vocal melodies. Thank you. I think that is pretty true. I really like what I write, and if I give it to somebody else and they fucking botch it, then I'm like, why didn't I just do it myself? I wind up feeling that way about a lot of stuff. Why didn't I just do it myself? I can do it. At the time that I started, I couldn't. So, I mean, George, what you're saying is true. You have to get your ideas out. That's it. That's what I have to do. And like I did that video the other week about like AI generated vocalists. And until you can sing what you're hearing, that's a good way to just like write the thing, like write the part so that you can, it's proof of concept, Don't use it on the fucking final product, okay? Don't use AI fucking anything on the final product. But like, it's just like using a VST for a fucking flute. And then you just keep practicing your singing until you can make it sound how you want it to. Or you make good sounding demos and you give them to somebody else to sing or whatever. Not even AI bass. When you say AI bass, you don't mean programmed bass, like that you composed. I mean, just don't let like Like, just don't be fucking corny is the main thing. Like, using a sampler for what you've written is not the same as having AI generated. And AI generated vocal is lame because, like, that's the part that you're supposed to connect to a fucking human being more than anything else. But, oh. See you later, Commander Replay. Going to see Sarah McLachlan. That'll be a fucking great time. Been writing lyrics for a long time. Never had the confidence to let other people hear them. Well, that's I'm glad you opened up to show them to us. I mean, I think what you've got here is pretty cool. I mean, everything can always use some work. I think, like, one of the things about showing them to other people, if you're open to receiving criticism, then it's very important to do that, because if you like them, it doesn't, like, really matter. But if you want to be putting music out, you kind of gotta, you know, kind of gotta do it. Like, getting objective feedback is, like, I mean, it's sort of the only way to improve, really. Unless you are capable of being very objective, which is rare. No mayonnaise to send in, Scott. Don't have any of that, and any of that good Wisconsin mayonnaise. Yeah, I think we also have to consider the uniqueness. Like, Barry Gomez says, if you ever doubt your singing abilities, just remember Dave Mustaine is a thing. Like, I think Dave Mustaine is probably a fucking asshole. I don't know. I've never met the guy. From all the interviews and stuff that I've watched, he kind of seems like an asshole. But he had the confidence to just fucking do it. He is the epitome of grip it and rip it. Like, and he has an extremely unique voice. It's fucking weird, but it'll stand out above and beyond every even, like, really great, like, deathcore vocalists that have this, like, nice fucking gurgle, like a really brutal, like, amazing thing. There's 1,000 of those, and you'll never be able to tell them apart. You can hear Dave Mustaine in 0.3 seconds, and you're like, that's fucking Dave Mustaine. So, like, there's a lot that is, uniqueness is worth a lot. Quality is important. You want it to be good, right? Like, you don't want, yeah, I mean, it can't just be unique, but, like, I mean, yeah. I think Dave Mustaine is a lesson for all of us. Same with Billy Corgan. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of any others. Like, other people have a unique voice that's not, like, conventionally good. Yeah. So currently, there's nothing else on the list right now. I'm just kind of filling dead air right now. Does anybody... Kira wants the freebie. wants a freebie. All right. Drop it, Kira. Yeah, Ray, you wanna send it in? I think the main problem with using AI to write everything, to me, or anything, is like I have the opposite problem. I have too many fucking ideas. Like, I think it's a little weird for somebody to run dry of like melodies or lyrics or anything. Like, I just never run out. And even if I get like a little bit stuck, like I just go and like listen to something that has those cool things, and then I just like take some inspiration from that and like just fucking do it. Ali Brondino, I don't see where yours is submitted. I mean, oh, well, you sent it in the Friday paid critique, but I don't see a donation from you. If you're looking for a freebie, you got to go in the freebie one. Why can't you take inspiration from AI? I mean, I just don't know why you would. Like, what's the difference? If you're just if all you're doing is taking inspiration from it, like, why not take inspiration from like real music written by real artists? Like, I mean, it's like, I just don't understand why you want to take away the fun part. Like, why? Like, coming up with inspiration, like finding inspiration, like creating the music, that's the best part. Every other part of it is work. Yeah, I mean, it is ideological in a way. Like, it could, like, the end product might be good, but like, what the fuck? Like, let AI take over the factory jobs. Like the making it. I mean, I've said this before several times on here. It's the robots fucking robots problem. Okay, like, I don't want to outsource the fun part. Like, yeah, you can make an AI that will go and fuck your wife for you. But like, why? I'm not in the mood tonight. Go fuck my girlfriend for me. And the girlfriend's like, I'm not in the mood tonight. Go fuck my boyfriend for me. And then you have two robots fucking, and that is a fucking tragedy. Like, it's not like there's no, I don't want it. It's not a matter of whether or not the final product will be good. I don't care about that. It'll hit a point where it's making stuff that's great. But like, I just don't need it. I have no use for it. Like, it's like, I just want it to know. I don't want it to be there. Like, okay. One freebie has been claimed by Kira Kills. One freebie remains. Oh yeah. Super Monster Party has claimed the second freebie. The other thing is that you actually can't copyright something that is made by AI, for my understanding. I don't know if that's changed, but like, Like, there's the time that you spend even coming up with prompts for it, like, you should be finding inspiration of your own. It's just like, go, instead of fucking putting in prompts into an AI, like, go leave your house and go do something. Like, literally just, like, go look for the inspiration. Listen to music you've never listened to before. Like, I use AI for stuff. I use it in Photoshop to make fucking thumbnails. But that's not art. That's just a thumbnail for a YouTube video. No part of what I... That's not true. But, like, it has usefulness. But, like, creating art with it, that's fucking... That's just dumb. I hate it. Okay. Final round. No tomorrow. General feedback. It's okay. You're allowed to disagree. Most of what I've heard from it also just fucking sucks. That's the problem. That is true for sure. Yeah, the Plankton song is like a little bit of a banger, but that's just a meme. Like, boom, headshot. The other thing that you got to consider is like the same problem with AI training will also happen with your own art. It's the like crab Jesus problem, right? Like AI training on AI and it's like poisoning its own output, right? Like if you're getting your inspiration from AI that's like farming it from other places, and then you're making music that's inspired by that, and then the AI is listening to your music, and like it'll hit a point where it's becomes poisoned and useless. Like if you like, sure, you can take inspiration from it. It's like it's out there fetching a bunch of ideas for you and like curating them, and then like, yeah, if you're making something that's completely original based on like a general idea that it gave you, I think that's pretty harmless. But also like, I guess the question is, why do you need that? Like fucking 50,000 years of human art. And a world of inspiration to from real human beings to take from, like, in a way that like will actually allow you to create something that's great. I don't know. Anyway. Boom. That's That's a hook right there. It's weird that the guitars sound really like kind of dark, and a lot of the drums are really bright and crispy. Feels like they're from two different recordings. I like the guitar sound a lot better than the drums. I mean, this sounded like a pretty decent, like, moshy song. I don't know, like, we're gonna run it back because it's nice and short. It's a little... like, four turn notes are very boring. Cool little, like, distorted synthy things in there. That's cool. This has much more interesting rhythms too. Like, that's a little silly, but that's a fucking hook. In my lyrics course, I talk about how to make a hook. And one of the biggest points that I make is that a lot of great hooks are really fucking stupid. I think what you needed to do for this, boom, headshot, like, the vocals need to sound a lot bigger. I think the boom should be like more of a... Hold on. I think you needed like a bigger and more different boom. Right? Like you needed more layers of vocals. Like I think it needs to be like a little bit more of a gang. Boom, headshot, boom. As someone who's used boom in a hook, big red button, boom. It's usually very effective. Boom, here comes the boom, ready or not. But I think you need to reinforce it. It feels a bit weak. This is the most interesting part of the song. A little spooky. True! What up, handsome? Oh, I did not set a poll. I'm over here. I got no mods today. Okay, so this part, the problem with this part, cool little spooky synth sound in the background. The vocal melody is doing almost exactly the same thing, and that sounds stupid. I think you need to write a new vocal melody for this that works with that. Okay, you can now vote. The poll is open. Well, usually the mods make the poll go. It's a pretty good black. So you can vote. Song or gong? What's it gonna be? You're on borrowed time. That's kind of sick. So I think the production here is not doing you any favors. I think with some proper ass production, this could slap pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I almost didn't stream today because I was worried that nobody was going to come because even though yesterday was the 4th of July, this is the start of 4th of July weekend. Probably a lot of people will actually be celebrating it today, tomorrow. I celebrated yesterday on the 4th. Had a nice little barbecue. Cooked up some dogs. Yeah, so I think this song's like, for this genre, which I usually find to be very boring and very formulaic, this actually had some sauce. Like a big hook like that will make this kind of thing stick out from what I will call the clone army of music that sounds like this, right? In this day and age, for this kind of music, production is just the fucking entry point. Like that just gets you in the door. If you don't have slammin' production on something like this in 2024, like you can't even compete. Right? Jim Winters, what up? Like you have to, like you can, it's hard because you want to have unique production too. Right now, this has what I might call unique production. It doesn't sound like every other fucking get good drums, programmed submission audio bass, whatever, like, and what's the other one? Neural DSP guitar plugins. Okay, like, you don't want that either. This doesn't sound like that. I don't know. Maybe you did use all those things and it just doesn't sound like that. But you have to, whatever you're doing, it has to fucking slap. Whatever this was Neural Gojira and Get Good Drums. Then why does it sound like this? I mean, I believe the Get Good Drums because they're like... Like, it's... The drums are, like, really snappy, and the guitars are, like, really fucking dark. So, like, you can have really good sounding unique production that's chunky and like and punchy that doesn't sound like fucking everything else. I don't really know how to do that. Like, I am a tolerable mix engineer at best. I will I will play you something that I mixed just because I had to fucking get it done. Where is it? It was in my video last week. Where have you gone to? Where is it? Benson Boone. Did I take it out of my Dropbox? Why would I do that? Okay, I'll play Lose Control. Oh. Sorry, that was really loud. This is all free shit.
Something's got a hold on me lately, though I don't know myself.
And like, so I kind of suck as a mix engineer. Okay. But I also didn't do a lot of stuff on the guitar, bass, and drums. And of course, Teddy Swims on vocals. Like, I had nothing to do with that. So, like, I made that. It sounds pretty good with my limited fucking resources and skill. I don't think that the production is the most important thing at all. It's just your ticket for entry, because there's so many amazing productions out there today. If it doesn't sound really good, you just don't have any excuse. Like, just fucking hire somebody to do it. You know, fucking Drew's in here. He makes slamming fucking productions. Like, hire his ass. Like, the music, the songwriting, the passion is more important than everything else. No fucking question. All right? No question. But, like, you want people to be able to hear it and have it sound good, right? Like, that's why I don't mix my own shit. Because I don't want to have to learn every fucking thing. I already do so much stuff. Dude, I'm writing guitar parts, drum parts, lyrics, vocal melodies, orchestration, keyboard parts, bass lines, solos, lead guitars, right? Like, I'm gonna fucking also learn how to mix. I'll see you in 10 years when I'm fucking 50. I'll be like, I finally got it down. Now I can release the album. No. No. Let that be somebody else's shit, right? What is Pocket Blake's solo cello, Drew? I haven't tried that. I used performance samples, free solo cello. Fucking incredible. I couldn't believe it. I went out and bought the full solo violin and cello because it was so goddamn good. But like, you just Ozone 11, yeah. Like, I don't really talk about mixing too much in production because, like, it's not really my area of expertise. I can hear when something is fucked up, and I usually have a pretty good idea on how to fix it. Because, like, I've picked up a lot. And I have to do rough mixes as I'm going to stay inspired. But, like, it's really important, and you should at least find somebody who's really good at it. And there's just not... I don't know. It just feels like there's no excuse at this point. Like, do you want people to listen to your music that you have spent so much time on and worked so hard for? right? So this one that I just played for you, I used the like intelligent master in Ozone 11, and I fed it an I fed it Purgatory that was mixed and mastered by Jens Bogren, and it spit out like a pretty fucking good sounding master. Like, mastering is a great fucking use of AI. I don't fucking like it's partly an artistic decision, but like for me to do it for a YouTube video to make it sound loud enough and good enough for people to hear what I'm doing in this silly fucking like cover song, that's fucking great. That to me is grunt work. Like mastering, like I don't fucking know. I don't know what goes into it. So get some fucking good production on this song. There's no reason not to. Like hire Eric Zyme, who mixes my shit. But yeah, I did like the overall structure and everything. Like, I think this is mainly like an okay song, like a pretty good song. There was something about the ending that I didn't dig. Like that should have hit so fucking hard, and it was just like this should absolutely make me want to kill people in the pit. Right here, this. And it's kind of like, oh, okay. Yeah, go pay Drew. Why does it fade? You're on borrowed time. Just fucking. That made it. That it was like gonna be sick, and then it was like. There's nothing inherently wrong with a fade out. It can be a really good way to get a song stuck in somebody's head. And the reason for that is that the way that you really get something stuck in your fucking head is to stop listening to it before it is finished. Like, cut off a listen in the middle, and it's going to be running through your fucking head all day. With a fade out, it's almost the same thing because it feels like the song didn't actually ever end, and your brain is going to try and finish the loop. And it gets kind of stuck in a little loop of like, you know, this was neither of those. This was the worst in between point because it was still a fade, but it was a little tiny fade, and it just made it feel fucking weak. Just put a button on it. That's a great case study for put a fucking button on it, or do a gradual breakdown fade out kind of thing, like where it just is sort of like repetitive. So that to me sucked. I actually like the intro. And I think I think the song is very cohesive overall. Like it's not really my style jam wise, but I think you got it. Drew, I was thinking of Tactical Nuke, but I didn't want to say it. I mean, Tactical Nuke is just like legendary example, but also like a little bit silly. Anyway, but it's one of those things where like somebody had to fucking do it, you know? Just drop the, like, have the same breakdown over and over again, 10 dB slower every time. Did I see Vince eating a kebab on stage? No, that sounds fucking hilarious, though. Okay. Ray thinks I forgot about him. Fuck, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, crescendo. Recording is a skill a lot of people don't think about when the creative part has been the focus. And you just want to realize that creativity, but then you realize that a new skill is involved. Dude, that has been, like, every single part of me being, like, wanting to get what I do out into the world. Like, I've mentioned this before, but, like, the point at which I, like, had to forcibly stop myself was when I was fucking around in, oh, god damn it, what is the fucking thing called? Not Blender, the other one. Like making 3D environments to use for music videos, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing? I want to play guitar. I want to play guitar and sing and be an artist. Like, when I was 12 and I sat down at my first guitar lesson, I was like, guitar is cool. I like music. I want to learn to be a musician. I wasn't like, I want to like learn how to edit video in Premiere. Unreal Engine. That's the one. Thank you. Like, I want to create art and make music, but there's a, like, you don't have to get good at recording. You could go to a studio and get an engineer or whatever to help you do it. Recording and engineering to a certain level, I think, is important because these days, like, I don't want to fucking spend money to track guitars at a real studio. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, I can, if I'm tracking DIs, I can get literally identical results at home. Identical. Take it to the studio and reamp it. I've done that before. That's what we did on our last album. It also didn't turn out that good. I mean, this was before, like, really good plugins. Anyway, okay. Super Monster Party. Test Your Might. Mortal Kombat meets metal. Is this the one that has all of the Mortal Kombat dudes in it? The people from the original?
You weak, pathetic fool. All too easy.
Yeah, it is. This is so sick. So this is like the original fucking cast of Mortal Kombat. Dude, so over the top. A little bluesy. Dude, you went all fucking out for this music video. I'm watching on the big screen. You killed the sound guy. probably spent and how much effort you put into this alone, I want it to blow up. Killed him with a Zyphos. Fucking outrageous, dude. Like, this is a much better sounding mix than the ones we've sent in before. Fucking Zyphos for the win! Drew, did you ever sell your Zyphos? 7-string? King Jade X, what up? There's no wrong or right. Got to test your might. Like, that's kind of a dumb lyric, but whatever.
You suck.
But, like, Jesus, guys. Like, obsession, aggression. Actually, a lot of these are pretty good. Although, gonna slice up your head, bleed till you're dead. But like, you've got like you're referencing all of these Mortal Kombat things in here. Which is cool. A lot of it's good, yeah. And I think like it's a pretty catchy song. Like, I was more than half paying attention to the music video because it is like, that's outrageously cool. Crazy that you did that. Fucking crazy. You're a madman, dude. Fucking mad lad. And it's like, it's entertaining. It's funny without being like too goofy. I mean, there's some goofy moments in there, but like, fucking crazy. The production sounds really good. I like the keyboards and stuff. Oh, you spelled Liu Kang wrong. Louis. Oh, Louis. Hey, it's me, Louis Kang. I think. Isn't it Liu? Yeah. Bro, you gotta spell check this shit. Were these dudes brothers? Daniel and Carlos Pesina? Johnny Cage and Raiden? Yeah, it's me, Louis Kang from Chicago. That's not a Chicago accent. The Bears. Louis. Kangarino. Deep dish pizza. It's Mortal Kombat against this fucking pizza. It's a marinara soup with a rat in it. God damn it. Fucking great work though, dude. Like, I'm trying to think like what about this song, like, I mean, it's like obsession, aggression, like It's hot in here now. I'm letting the heat build up. Oh, I forgot to run the poll. I don't think I even knew that I had that. Pedro Pascal with the sandwich? I've never seen that before on the stream, I don't think. Okay. Now you can vote. Song or gong? Oh, but John McIntyre, that's where you're wrong. I have a whole ass music theory course on YouTube for free. It's like 14 episodes. It's called Trey's Theory Corner. Yeah, so I thought this was pretty good. Voice sounds really good. Like, it's pretty. Like, that's a good hook. It's a good. It's like that's a good chorus. The whole thing's a little one chord. Like, yeah, I think you could have a lot more than just. Test your kills. Test the kills. Yeah, a lot of runs done. Tested? I might. Little ripper, little dick ripper. Yeah, little musically boring. It's, you know, it's easy to like. Not easy, but like, you know, you're leaning really hard on the gimmick, which is great. You also have a great aesthetic that goes along with it. You know, I've heard a lot of your music and I've seen your game room, right? I love video game aesthetics so much, and you guys have absolutely embraced it. Not yet as well. I don't know. I haven't seen your live show, so I don't know what it looks like. It'll be hard to beat Power Glove on the aesthetics side. I literally just yesterday ordered a Super Mario plate for my light switch, and some like things that go on the wall. Like I ordered a little green pipe that goes over the light switch in the studio, and I'm gonna put a little what the fuck are they called? You know, the little carnivorous plant that comes out, and a little Mario Man jumping over it. Oh, the Power Glove? Yeah, no, the Power. I mean, it's comically bad. But the band Power Glove is fucking great. But anyway, like, but they never made a fucking music video like this shit. They had some good ones, but not like that. I like the really cartoony, colorful Nintendo video game aesthetic. for example, why I did this kind of a thing here in my studio. I haven't done this kind of thing in a while because I think, I don't know, people weren't so stoked on it when it was going all the time. But yeah, PD Piranha, is that his name? Piranha Plant? I thought it was called just like a piranha plant. I didn't know he had a first name. Piranha. Yeah, it does say Piranha Plant, but maybe his name was PD when he was a character in Mario Party or whatever. Peter. He's like, I go by Peter now. He like got a proper, puts on a suit and tie. He's like, his wife Petunia kisses her on the way out the door. See you later, Petunia. Little Pete, the plant. I'm off to work. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Really, it's a great story, I know. All right, what else you got? Come on. Anybody gonna send in some more stuff? That would be nice. Because then I wouldn't just be standing up here running my mouth about nothing. We got through all the freebies, so that's good. But if nobody's got anything else to send in, we haven't had a donation in 2 hours. If there's not a second wave, I might call it for the evening, which would be fine. I'll entertain myself with some light stacking. Yeah, okay. Nobody? Nothing? Ain't nobody got nothing? That's okay. I might go eat some dinner. And work on some videos for this coming week. Because I got some shit to work on. It's pretty rare that I hit like a big patch of inspiration for videos. But like the symphonic metal thing, like the inspiration just hit me like a fucking ton of bricks. And I have a bunch of new libraries to work with. All right, I'm going to tell you my list of ideas for new videos, and I want you guys to tell me which ones hit you. Gabriel PK just subscribed. Welcome. Welcome, Gabriel. Okay, so simphing up sounds too much like simping, but I'm not going to call it that, but like add symphonic metal to something like Crazy Train, some kind of classic metal, maybe like Holy Diver or something, right? Or Ghost, kind of like I did for the 2 pop songs that I did in the last one. This one I'm definitely gonna do. One-man symphonic metal band on one guitar, because I have a MIDI guitar, and I can make the bass a fucking arpeggiator that will just run the same note over and over again. So it'll like guitar chords, and then like layer a bunch of synths on different strings and shit, and like It'll just be like one chord metal band. Do I work on multiple things at once? Yes. I can't grind it out one at a time. Rumi does that. He thinks I'm fucking crazy. He's like, how do you just have these ongoing projects? And I'm like, I can't finish fucking anything unless I have some kind of deadline, but and then another one is free VSTs versus expensive ones. So take the same song and the same orchestration and like use free plugins and like expensive ones. Holy Diver metalcore cover. Yeah, that I got beat to that more than 10 years ago at this point. Any of these ideas, ones that you would 100% click on? Okay. Yeah, Rico, I see your submission, but I don't see a donation associated with it. And then the other one is going to be like reinforcing metal with orchestral sounds. So it's not so like in your face, just like subtle things that you can do. I mean, did you read the rules, Rico? How did you get all the way to the Discord without reading through all of the rules? Symphonic electronic music. I love that shit, man. I mean, I'm a fucking maximalist, all right? Everything I do has elements of metal, symphonic stuff, and some kind of electronic shit. I'm about that. Really what it is cinematic sounds. Because all of those things are like cinematic stuff added to metal. To me, that makes it really epic. And it's like they're, going for the same thing when you're making a movie soundtrack a lot of the time. How is it a donation when you're forcing me to pay? I mean, technically a good point, but also like, I'm not forcing anything. It's an exchange. I mean, it's just called donation on the app and stuff. Like, I mean, because if you didn't pay, then you would be forcing me to give you the critique for free. Right? Like it's both ways. Like, either I'm working for you for free or you're working for me for free. Yeah, it's tax evasion, exactly. I'm committing tax fraud. Technically, it's a donation. I'm much more compelled to listen to your track and give you some feedback. If there's a donation present. It's like, technically just because you donated a wing of the hospital doesn't mean that you should get preference above other people to get in there to the hospital to get care. But like, see where I'm going with that? You know. There's nobody's forcing anybody to do anything. So yeah, I mean, you know, just check the description for all of the information that you need about how this stream works. Cool. So if nobody else has got, well, thank you, Booteb. Booteb, rocking everywhere. If nobody else has anything to send in, then I'm gonna call it for the day. Which is fine. Friday next. Let's check and make sure that nothing going on next week. Not as far as I know. So we should be good. I think this whole month of Fridays. For reference, the guy who was wanted me to work for free, the song that he sent in was called Metro Boomin' X Young Thug Type Beat. It was literally just a rap beat. Free for profit. Like, it's a free beat that he put up on YouTube to use. Like, what am I going to say about that? Doesn't even, like, without even any vocals on it? Might be sick. I don't know. Might be fucking great. I might have just missed out on the fucking opportunity of a lifetime to be the first one to hear, like, reincarnated Beethoven. But we'll never know. Anyway, cool guys. Thank you all so much. Have yourselves a wonderful weekend. Try and stay cool, okay? Currently, where I am, it is 93 degrees. And I am going to have the AC blasting. So, yeah. Stay cool. Put some ice on your nuts. It's 120? Holy fuck, dude. Fucking stay hydrated. All right, guys. Have a wonderful time. Bye.